the Eagles finally signed off on the agreement that will send a third-round pick this year to Philadelphia and a conditional second-round pick next year that could become a first-round pick in return to the Eagles from the Colts. Each side gets what it wants, right? Carson Wentz wanted out of Philadelphia, did not want to be back there. The Colts wanted Carson Wentz to work with Frank Reich, their head coach, who was his former offensive coordinator in Philadelphia. Frank Reich is a Carson Wentz believer.
The Philadelphia Eagles are free of Carson Wentz, landing a third-round pick and a conditional second-rounder. That's a nice return for a struggling quarterback. We all knew the Eagles weren't getting the first-round pick they claimed they would. But don't get it wrong. The Indianapolis Colts are also winners in the Carson Wentz trade. Not because they got Carson Wentz, but because they've still got Frank Reich. If anybody can fix Carson Wentz, it's Frank Reich. Make no mistake about it. Reich was Wentz offensive coordinator in 2017 when Wentz went 11-2 as a starter. When Wentz threw 33 touchdowns and just 7 interceptions as a starter. When Wentz was an MVP candidate. That was Carson Wentz under Frank Reich. Reich's got that track record, y'all. He's also got an offensive line in Indianapolis now. A much better offensive line than the one that let Carson Wentz get sacked 50 times in just 12 games last year. And Frank Reich's got Jonathan Taylor in that offense too, and Michael Pittman. Frank Reich's got all of that, and now Carson Wentz has a chance to turn his career around. It's because he's got Frank Reich, but it's also because he's got that offensive line too. An offensive line that only gave up 19 sacks with a stationary target that was Phillip Rivers behind center. That team will be protecting Carson Wentz, who's been sacked 179 times in his 5-year NFL career. And he did good because of Frank Reich and that offensive line. They did real good. Carson Wentz is a lucky man.